The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Hello and welcome to the American Veteran. I'm Dale Parrish, your host, with Bud Mendenhall as co-host. Our guests today are members of the Leatherneck Club in Columbia City. To Bud's left here is Grant Loy, then there's Larry Davis, Roxy Hagans, and Marsha Ruesh. The subject today is going to be Toys for Tots. So, Marsha, would you like to start out telling us a little bit about Toys for Tots? And did I mention it was Columbia City?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The Toys for Tots organization has been in Columbia City for about 18 years. Roxy and I have been working with it since 2007, and the Leatherneck Club has been doing it since 2002 or something like.
Well, the Leatherneck Coffee Club was actually formed in 2002.
Oh.
And then we picked up the Toys for Tots then a couple of years after that.
Okay.
But we had been working with Joyce Linder and Marsha Kreider.
Yeah.
Along that, in that period. So.
Yeah, these two ladies, Marsha Kreider and Joyce Linder, were realtors. And they worked for a company called Charleston Better Homes and Gardens Realtors. And I talked to her last week, and she said it was a service project that Charleston Realty Company encouraged them to join. The group in Columbia City wanted to do a service project, and they didn't know what to do, and so the Charleston company suggested that they check into Toys for Tots, and that's how they got started. And so these two realtors did the whole program out of their office, and they did it for 12 years. And then when the Leatherneck Club got organized, then they started working with, Barry Yakel was the leader of the Leatherneck Club. And so they got a hold of Barry and started working with the Marines, because Toys for Tots is a Marine Corps Reserve project mission.
Okay, it's a national organization then.
Yes, yes, there are actually, it just keeps growing. Since I've been involved the last 5 years, it's grown. Well, we have over 730 different Toys for Tots campaigns going on right now. And when I started 5 years ago, there was about 600. So every Marine Corps Reserve unit it's a mission, it's a requirement that they do a Toys for Tots program.
Oh, I see.
So most of the Toys for Tots programs are run by Marine or active Marines or Marine Reserves. Yeah. And there are the minority of the group are people like me and Roxy who are not military. We're just, they call them LCOs, we're just local campaign organizations. And, but we have the support, or I guess we really support the Marines. They don't support us, we support them.
So Whitley County, how many people have you helped in Whitley County?
Well, last year we had 239 families that we helped. That totaled, let's see, 595 kids. And so it's been about 600 children that we've helped every year to have a happy Christmas.
Yeah, that's great.
I seen where you collected like 24,000 toys and raised $19,000. Is that national or?
That would probably be national.
National.
Mm-hmm. that's, yeah. In our county, we let's see, we collected about 2,000 toys a year,
Wow.
and then we distribute about the same amount, 2,000 or 3,000 toys. Yeah. Now there's a background that Toys for Tots organization started way back in 1947. So Roxy has a little bit of the details of that.
Something that I didn't know, and many may not, is where Toys for Tots originated. And like Marsha said, in 1947, Major Bill Hendricks and his wife wanted to find a way to give some dolls to charity for children that she had made, and so he found some needy children in his community, and they distributed the dolls, and it grew from there. They were located in Los Angeles, and they collected and distributed over 5,000 toys. And his program became so successful that in 1948 the Marine Corps adopted it and expanded it nationwide into the Marine Corps Reserve's Toys for Tots program. So, and something people don't know is Major Bill Hendricks was friends with Walt Disney. And so Walt helped make the Toys for Tots logo, the little choo-choo train that's so popular. And so he helped do that. And, you know, over the years, many, what do I want to say, professional or popular people back in the 50s were a part of it. Nat King Cole wrote a song about it, which I did not know. They recorded a Toys for Tots song. And many actors, Bob Hope, Johnny Carson, Tim Allen, singers Kenny Rogers and Billy Ray Cyrus, they've all been very big helpers in the Toys for Tots program.
If they were going to give toys in Whitley County, where would they take them to?
We have, how many collection boxes?
I think we have 40.
40 collection boxes at our local businesses in Whitley County, and that includes a few businesses in Cherubusco and South Whitley. And they're drop-off boxes, and they can bring in a new unwrapped toy and drop it in the box.
Is it mostly individuals that bring toys, or do some stores?
Some businesses in Whitley County run campaigns within their business. Some clubs get together, the Rotary Club and the Mini Car Club,
the Smart Car
Club in Columbia City. They get together and collect toys.
Sheriff's Department.
The Sheriff's Department, we do the first weekend in December, we do the Stuff the Cruiser program. So that will be Friday and Saturday, December 3rd and 4th. We'll meet down at on the north side of the courthouse square, and the community really rallies around us and helps us to collect toys, and we stuff the sheriff's cruiser, and Santa Claus is there to help us out. So it's a great opportunity for the community to back us.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Last year, what I remember about that was we not only stuffed the cruiser full of toys, but we had 2 bicycles donated.
That was a nice surprise.
Wow, yeah.
And of course, we will take monetary donations as well.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Where would you put your donation? Or
we do have a website, and I don't have that address with me. It's a local Toys for Tots website. But if you go to the Marine Corps website or toysfortots.org, you can put in your zip code or your city, state, and you can do a donation that way. or you can contact myself or Marsha. I know a lot of local companies like to give monetary donations also.
Checks need to be made to Toys for Tots of Whitley County.
Of Whitley County?
Yeah, of Whitley County, to make sure that he stays in Whitley County. And all of our toys that are donated are given to children in Whitley County. And of course, Allen County has their own program. And so the same thing goes for that. If people in Allen County donate, those toys stay in Allen County.
Well, if somebody needed help, how do they apply for it?
We have obviously we run advertisements in our local newspapers, including South Whitley and Churubusco, and we let them know that applications are being taken currently every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from, I believe it's 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and it's out at the Eagle Quest Church out on State Road 109, and they can go out there and apply. They do need to show proof of Whitley County residency, so they can bring a utility bill or something they receive monthly, as well as a form of their income.
Yeah. I'm sure it's all private.
Yes, it is very confidential. Yeah. The Salvation Army does a wonderful job of helping us take applications, and they screen the families, and it's all very confidential. We do not know their names when the toys are distributed.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sure that could be on some of their minds.
Oh, definitely, but that is no need to worry. No one knows anyone's names. Every family is given a number, and as we distribute, it's number 1 through last year. It was almost 600. So
that's great. Go ahead.
What they do, they like the family has say 2 boys. One is 8, and the other one is 13. Then we have some of the high school girls. Is that right? We put the stuff all out on tables, all the toys, and then the girls then takes a card that has a boy 8 years old, and then a boy 14 years old, and then they go around and pick out toys that would match that age group. And the number is with it, and then they are put in a big plastic sack. The number is stapled on the sack, and then that's put in rows. And then when the person comes in, they check in, and all we know is 603, say, and then we go get that number and take it up, and then they give it to the family.
Are most of you guys involved in helping?
Yes. I happen to be the driver coordinator. Barry Reagan asked me to do that, said he needed a corporal. And so that's how I got the job. And Larry is one of the pickup drivers. He also, where he works, I don't know as he takes a club or a whip or anything, but he encourages toys. And we have 10 drivers, and so it doesn't actually vary as 4 pickups per driver, because some's got more and some's got less, but we have 10 drivers doing it. And so it's a lot of fun for us to do those kind of things.
Makes you feel good, I'll bet.
Oh, yeah. But I guess maybe we could say that we're kind of selfish in that we want that feel good. So, but we do work to get it, and it's a lot of fun, and we got most of the members in the coffee club, or a lot of the members, I should say, doing different jobs. And as Marines, you know, we always have to be told what to do. That's why we have those two.
Yes, that's why there are women in this position, these positions.
We do well at barking orders. So, but we have a great set of volunteers. Not only the Leatherneck Coffee Club, but also a group of women that you know come in and they do a lot of the packing also. And then it is also a great volunteer project for our high school students, as Mouse indicated, that anyone who wants to get volunteer hours, I usually supervise those kids doing that.
Okay. You say you got several drivers. They deliver stuff right to the home? The toys
No,
right to the home?
no. We bring it into a collection point. We have a building out there.
We have a building. Yeah, we have a building that that where we store the toys and separate them, and then that's where these ladies and the kids come in and help us. Well, they help to separate the toys, boys and girls and ages and so forth. And then the people that come in to do the bagging, that's when they bag up toys for this family number 1 and this is family number 2 and so forth.
And the families can come in, what, day or two before Christmas?
No, we have one day. We'll have one day where we distribute all the toys. So when they come in to the Salvation Army and get their application, right away they get a pickup time, and it's just one day. Yeah. And then they come in at their time, their appointed time, and pick up their toys. And yeah, it works very well.
Sounds like it.
So we couldn't do it. The Toys for Tots. We would not have a program if we didn't have the Marines, and if we didn't have the Salvation Army to help us with the applications. So
It's a team effort.
yeah, it really is. Yeah.
Well, I'd like to add, we've been very fortunate with the businesses in Whitley County. They've really donated toward the Toys for Tots, and I, for one, it really makes me feel good to go out there, and I don't come away with 1 or 2 toys. I've got grocery sacks full. That's a good feeling.
It's wonderful.
And these kids that we give to, they don't get just 1 toy. They get 5 or 6 toys.
Yeah.
And that's what's really amazing. See that smile on your face. That's worth all of it.
Yeah, sure.
When would be the last day to get the toys in?
The 13th of December.
13th of December.
That'll be the last day that Mouse's guys will go pick up the toys.
It definitely takes a long time when you're packing
Sure.
for 600, or we
That's
don't
a
know
lot of
what we're
toys,
having this
kids.
year, but it's a lot.
lot.
So it takes a lot of organization. We have to keep track of what toys we have on hand and what comes in. So there's a lot of counting and sorting. And then we pack, so we need time to pack, and then we like to give the families time to come in and get their toys and give them time to, wrap or what have you.
The economy is getting worse and worse. People are going to need more, yet there's going to be people that's going to give less, won't be able to give us much. I think that's going to hurt.
We were worried about that last year. We actually were very worried about that in the past 2 years, actually. But the economy did not stop people from giving, and I do know that we've been fortunate. I know other charitable organizations have had difficulty, and maybe there wasn't as much monetary donations that came in, but we still had ample toys that came in, and families love to take their children to the store and tell them, we're going to help, the less fortunate children in our county, and they'll buy the toys, and it's great to see the families come in. Some will come, they'll find us, and they have come in the past, and the children have actually been able to place the toys in the bin and understand what it is to help people. So we've been very fortunate.
Yeah, Whitley County, we are very fortunate because I know some of the other Toys for Tots organizations, their donations have been down, but we've been very pleased that our donations have stayed pretty steady. So Whitley County is a combination. We have a lot of needy people, but we have a lot of people who are very generous as well. So it's a great combination.
And we've felt good about, because we've been so fortunate, sometimes we have a little extra, and so if a county is maybe needing a little help, you know, we are able to give them, you know, a little help, as well as the Salvation Army. We've helped the Salvation Army, and we had some Build-A-Bears one year that we were able to donate to the hospital for the children there, and donate stuffed animals to the Sheriff's Department or the Fire Department.
Yeah, we have a shelter for abused women, I think, or homeless, and so we've donated to them as well. So yeah, we've been very fortunate in Whitley County.
They're very busy too.
I think we ought to mention too the donation for, about the buildings that we, the warehouses that we have.
Oh, yes. We don't want to spend any money on renting a building. But for Toys for Tots, the money that we receive, we want to go to toys. So every year, every Toys for Tots campaign has to look for a building that they can, that someone will allow them to use, so, you know, without charge. So that's an issue for the Toys for Tots groups. But again, we've been very blessed, and we have a building again this year that is not going to cost us anything to use. And so that's, you know, we couldn't do it without those kinds of donations as well.
And
Well,
we
our
always
storage
have-
out there to the, where we store the toys until next year. There at the, where we was out and picked up the boxes.
Yeah, what about it?
Well, I think we ought to mention that situation too with the guy donates that, that's correct, right?
Yeah, yes, he's donating the building. Yeah, he owns several buildings, but he lives in Ohio. I mean, do you want me to tell him his name?
Oh, well, I don't know about that, but I mean,
Yeah.
out there where we store it, there's the toys.
Oh, the storage unit.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yes. We'll always have some toys that are left over after we've distributed toys. We get a lot of toys at the last minute, and we've already bagged up the toys, so we can't, we don't wipe ourselves out completely of toys. So we do have some that have to carry over to the next year. And yeah, we've had a storage unit donated as well, so we don't have to pay the rent on the storage unit, which helps us tremendously.
Sure.
And we usually always have someone pay for our utilities, donate to pay for our utilities during the couple of months that we're working in our little toy warehouse. So
You people are really organized. I mean,
So there's, yeah,
geez.
there's a lot of people helping us, yeah.
Now, these toys must be new and unwrapped.
yes,
Yes.
they have to be a brand new toy. Do not gift wrap them. Don't waste your money putting them in a gift bag. Just drop them in the collection
Just
box.
have to
and-
unwrap and see what there was anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a liability thing. Plus, it's it's not. If a child gets a used toy, they know it's used, and that's not. It's kind of hopeless. We want to have them have hope that things are going to be good for them, and so it has to be a new toy, and it also. There's also the liability if it's a used toy. It could have parts that were broken or whatever. So we have to check those things too when the toys that get donated. We have to check and make sure that they are new and that all the pieces are there and whatever.
That'd be a big disappointment for a kid to get
Yes,
something.
it
that
Yeah,
was
it really
Yes,
would.
it would.
Yeah. Well, and then we've had batteries donated. There's so
Yes.
many battery toys these days.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
I forgot about that.
yeah, we've had.
Batteries Plus has been wonderful. Batteries Plus in Fort Wayne,
Yeah.
they've been
Yeah.
absolutely wonderful every year for us. And that's always nice because when a child gets a toy, they want to play with it right away. Well, if, they don't have batteries, you know how it was.
Yeah, run to the drugstore every once in a while during Christmas.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the poster that we're using.
Yeah.
In the past, every year, they would have a different design, I guess you'd call it, on the posters. And they'd have different people draw these posters. And I think this is maybe the third year that we've used the same one. I don't really remember what year this was drawn. But over the years, I don't know if it's Major Grine. He's in Quantico, Virginia. He's the one of the main heads of Toys for Tots. I think it was Major Grind that decided that he liked this logo the best. And so that's what we've been using now. And I like the idea because it's very recognizable. Because before they had different designs every year. And so now we always used the Toys for Tots, the train logo.
Yes.
And so that's recognizable. That's copyright, and that's ours. But I like this design. It just tells the whole story.
Yes, it does.
Marsha, I think you ought to mention how you have to be certified to do this by Toys for Tots.
Oh, yes. A coordinator has to be trained. So every year they have training in Washington, D.C. And because there's so many legalities, and as big as we're getting, there's just so many changes every year, and it's all gone to computers, obviously. So there's a lot of paperwork, like everything else, but it just has to be that way to keep it all above board. And so I go to this conference every year and learn all the changes that have happened over the course of the year.
It's amazing when the computers come out how much paperwork it was going to eliminate. I think there's more paperwork than what there was.
Well, another thing that Toys for Tots is very proud of, that every dollar, of every dollar that's donated, let's see, 97 cents of that goes towards toys. Oh. And only those 3 cents is what goes towards the administration, which really amazes me because right now we have over 730 different campaigns going on, and it's just a very small group of people in Quantico that are doing that are paid. We have a financial person for the country's divided into areas, regions, and I think we had to add another region last year because we're getting so big. And so it's all ladies, and they're the ones that keep track of all the finances of each different organization. And the way we do it, every dollar that's donated, I have to send into Quantico, and then they have an account for me, so then I have to use that to buy. So every cent is accounted for. Yeah. Nothing under the table or any of that type of thing. So it's all very above board, and we're very proud of that.
97 cents.
Uh-huh.
That's great.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think our organization has one of the best of all of the what am I saying? The groups that help me out here.
Not-for-profit.
I said we're non-for-profit too, but any of these organizations that do these kinds of things, we have a very good record, and we're very proud of that.
I cut the Toys for Tots out of the Busco paper.
Oh, good.
And will that be running again?
Yes, that's Roxy's job. She's the assistant coordinator, and she does a great job with the PR.
I do PR, so we try to keep the article in all of the local newspapers. We also have it online on Talk of the Town in Whitley County, so anyone can access it either by paper in Cherubusco, South Whitley, post and mail.
Okay, I'm sorry we're out of time already. I want to thank you for being here. I think it's been a good program.
Okay, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Appreciate what you people are doing. Okay. Well, thank you for enjoying us. I hope you enjoyed the show. So remember, if you see a veteran, walk up to them, shake their hand, say thank you for your service. And remember, freedom is not free. Good night.